a society turning upside down with war, the epoch of dramatic social changes and revolutions, touching stories of love, both fragile and deep. Also, a young man and a young girl's extended journey into society. This book has it all. Although I was scared because the book was so thick, I was glad I gave it a try. Reading it, not only did I get truly excited by the amazingly realistic world scene descriptions, but I was also able to read touching stories of evilness, love, and morality. Allow myself to give you a brief introduction on the book and its significance as a literary work. This was a book written by the Russian author. Together with the piece Anna Karenina, it is regarded as his best works and even as one of the finest in world literature. Tolstoy wrote the book in 1869 after taking part in the Crimean War as a soldier and then marrying his wife Sophia Bers. The book is set in the Napoleonic era during the French invasion of Russia. It is told through the stories of a number of aristocratic families in Russia and helps readers understand the Napoleonic era. One significance of the book as a literary work is that it recorded the history of Europe and Russia, including the positive and negative effects. It was based on the French invasion of Russia and depicted the high morale of the French soldiers together with the widespread fear of the citizens in Moscow. In some parts of the book, I was able to see how these historic events shaped the relationship between Russia and Europe that we see today. I was able to learn a lot more about Western political history from different perspectives. For example, before I read the novel, I only thought of Napoleon as a hero general who was respected by everyone. I didn't really think about how much of a pain Napoleon was to the Russian society. In addition, I was able to learn all this while having a lot of fun reading the book. The depictions of war were very realistic and made me feel as if I was actually at the scene. In conclusion, War and Peace is significant as a literary work due to the fact that it recorded a critical part of history through an engaging, fictionalized story revealing a variety of perspectives. Another, and perhaps the most important aspect of this book that I felt were the philosophical ideas embedded within the story. In fact, Tolstoy commented on his work by saying that it was not a novel, quote, not a novel, even less is it a poem, and still less a historical chronicle. The reason for this statement was because a significant portion of the book was based on philosophy rather than plot. Leo Tolstoy depicted the atrocities that mankind is capable of committing, but also the greatness and potential of human beings. He also wrote about the mind-blowing vastness of the universe and the smallness of humans in front of it. I believe readers will be greatly encouraged to deeply ruminate upon these abstract and profound themes. As a teenager, I personally thought that others like myself would also be able to explore these themes in a very exciting and engaging way while reading this book. Being introduced to these abstract themes wasn't enjoyable at all times because of its abstruse nature. However, it did make me curious and it felt like being introduced to a completely new world that I had never known of. Although I couldn't get anywhere near to fully understanding all these philosophical concepts, I could feel the significance of this book as a literary work in addressing the author's philosophical ideas on large concepts such as morality, society, and the universe, allowing for readers' self-development. Once again, although it is a long book, it is an interesting read and also has great significance as a literary work. If you haven't read the book before, go ahead and give it a
Created using Powtoon.